Hello, my name's Skip and this is From the Fourth Row. And tonight I'm doing a special um, show, and it's due to the fact that Brad Pitt has a new movie out tomorrow, and it's called Moneyball. And also, he was in an Oscar contender that came out last June and is getting a lot of buzz still, and that's The Tree of Life. So with that in mind, I've decided to do my top 5 Brad Pitt movies. And I know Brad Pitt is a mega star, one of the top celebrities in the whole entire world, and he's married to Angelina Jolie, but you know what? All that aside, he's still a really good movie actor. And my first movie that I'm going to, well, it's fifth on my list, and that's Seven. Now, Seven, Brad Pitt plays a detective with Morgan Freeman, and they have to go after a killer named John Doe, and he bases his murders on the 7 deadly sins. Now, David Fincher really keeps us, glued to our seats. The suspense and everything in this movie is second to none, and the acting with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Gwyneth Paltrow are amazing. So, Seven is my first Brad Pitt. My fifth one, I should say. And now, my fourth one is The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford. Now, this movie has a couple really good acting performances, and none other than Brad Pitt himself plays Jesse James, and also a really good performance by Casey Affleck. This movie's kind of in the mold of a Terrence Malick movie, but it's not. But it's really good, and despite the ending, it really gives us a lot of drama and beautiful cinematography and everything. But Brad Pitt, in kind of a subtle kind of a role, really hits a home run in my opinion. I love that movie. Now, my third movie is probably one of the first movies he ever did, but the one that really put him on the map, and that's Thelma and Louise. Now, in Thelma and Louise, he plays a hitchhiker, and he gets a ride from Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon, and then, once you know it, all kinds of crazy stuff happens after that. But I think it's a really good performance by Brad Pitt early on in his career, and I think you could see that this guy was going to become a superstar. Now, my second favorite Brad Pitt movie is a movie that a lot of people like, and I like a lot as well, and it's another David Fincher movie, and it's Fight Club. Now, Fight Club is about these kind of run-of-the-mill guys. It's kind of nothing to do, kind of looking for something to keep them busy, and they basically start these underground fights, and it catches on, and Edward Norton and Brad Pitt's characters, are making a lot of money from it, and they're getting a lot of publicity. But nothing's ever too good. It always has to have a bad side to it. When you're talking about legal underground fighting, something's gonna happen bad. But performances in this movie are unbelievable. Edward Norton and Brad Pitt are amazing, and I would say it's probably one of the top performances of Brad Pitt's career, except for my first movie. And I've seen probably 20 Brad Pitt movies, 22 Brad Pitt movies. So I know what I'm talking about when I tell you that I think Fight Club is probably the second best performance of Brad Pitt's career. And the reason why, the number one performance of Brad Pitt's career, is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Now, this movie is absolutely amazing. I mean, his performance in this movie is probably one of the best performances of recent years. He didn't get the Oscar, but I think he was overlooked. The guy is amazing. The special effects really help enhance his performance as this character, and I think with those special effects, he's able to give the little nuanced performance that he gives. And Once again, another David Fincher movie. You know, Brad's worked with David Fincher a few times, and I just think if you haven't seen any of these movies, if you've seen one or two or whatever, I would recommend going to see all 5 of these movies and getting them on DVD. They're all great movies, and that's notwithstanding he's been in a lot of other good movies. So these are just my favorite Brad Pitt movies. This is Skip, and this has been From the Fourth Row Special.